Hello, my friends. I asked for a supportive message for today, and I got Time to Go. That's number 45. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't get it prepared. I should have done that. I was focused on finding out who this message was for, and as you can see, I got 3 cards for that. So, first of all, 45, Time to Go. Essential meanings, endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. That's amazing. The Oracle's message: you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Protection message: even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line. And, hang on, the pages are sticking. Even if it appears you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Okay. That's very interesting, and as you can see, there are a couple of different messages actually there, but there are 3 groups of people that apparently will benefit from this message. So you will have to decide whether you are one of those groups or not, in one of those groups. So first up, we have the owl. Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. When in balance, generous, trusting, and secure. When out of balance, money quarrels, scarcity. To bring into balance, an offering. All right. Dragonfly is air. I find it interesting. We have air, 2 airs, and 1 fire. So no water, no earth. No, wait a minute. Yeah, that is fire. All right. The next air creature we have here is the dragonfly, who is right behind the owl in the book. The very next entry is the dragonfly. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. Right off the bat, I'm getting the magician. I didn't really get a tarot correspondence for the owl. Perhaps the high priestess? I don't know. It doesn't... There's some high priestess things about the owl, yes. And now we have the dragonfly, which is a bit magician-y, at least to me. Okay, master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. It does, this is true. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. Okay. Next we have the Gazelle, who is, oddly enough, fire. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's fire. Okay, Gazelle. Heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable. The Gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty amid sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their situations, bordering on hypervigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. When in balance, graceful, perceptive, artistic. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, racing mind. Okay, we've got 2 references to a racing mind here. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, good food. So it's not that all of you have a racing mind necessarily, but because I don't think the moth or the owl had that. Sorry, why did I say moth? All right. So no, the owl person does not have a racing mind problem. But the dragonfly people and the gazelle people, you guys have racing mind problems. So let's find out a little bit more about you. And we'll start with the owl. Why is it time to go? Is it an ending? Is it a pause? What is going on here for you, owl people? Lakshmi. Abundance. You didn't have racing mind, but you do have analysis paralysis. So perhaps a racing mind is, or too much mind stuff is what's going on for all of you. Or perhaps you somehow fit into all 3 categories. So there has been heartbreak. And either now you are really, really feeling stuck in it with this analysis paralysis. You are wallowing in it instead of learning the lessons and moving on. That is central to the 5 of Cups. Sorry, it's all crooked, I know. So the 5 of Cups is heartbreak, this ending, whatever it is. The purpose of it isn't for you to stay stuck in it forever. It's to learn the emotional lessons and move on. See? Exactly what I said. I had to stop talking because I was reaching to the floor to pick up the card that had fallen out before I finished talking. All right. So there it is. Before you even finish talking, you need to let go and move on. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Learn your emotional lessons. And continue forward on your path, on your journey. So heartbreak can be very, very painful, of course. And it can take some time. But if we look back to the time to go card, then I think it is time for you, perhaps, to consider letting go of all of this, or at least begin working on it. If you need to get help to do it, then you should do that. I did say I got some High Priestess vibes from this card. So perhaps that's true of you. You're feeling High Priestessy. More in touch with divine with your own abilities, or perhaps secrets are coming to light for you. Not that you're necessarily willing to share them, but you are developing new understandings. And I don't think this deck has anything more to say to you. Oh, here we go. Oh, all right. But I think that sums it up. We got death. The ending that we got with the time to go card. So for you, the message is most definitely time to go. It is the ending. Let me just review this for you for a second. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. All right, my owl people, that is your message. I believe this really clarified that, or I'm not sure, I should say clarified so much as reinforced, doubled down on. They really doubled down on that message for you. All right, Dragonfly person, you are up next. Or people. And yeah, I'm going to ring my bells. All right, Dragonfly person. What is your supportive message from the time to go card? From the Oracle. This one, the Oracle. So far your cards are almost coming out, but not quite. Knight of Swords, Justice in reverse. So with the dragonflies spend a couple of years underwater in the dark as larvae. And then they come to the surface, and like a butterfly, they transform beyond all recognition. They don't have wings underwater. So there's a lot hidden beneath the surface for you, a lot more than you realize about yourself. So the Knight of Swords is a desire to just go charging in there. So an impulsiveness, a desire to act, really strong desire to act. But there is also a need for accountability and balance, which is not there yet. Either you're not ready to take accountability, or your action has to be balanced by something else. An initiation, some planning. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. So, all right, I'm going to move this all up a little bit. Sorry about it, Dragonfly. I know it's very beautiful, but We don't have a lot of room here. Okay, so the King of Cups in reverse is not a nice person. Of course, none of the court cards in reverse are nice people, but the King of Cups is someone who is very much in control of their emotions. They have a good understanding of emotions and a lot of ability to manipulate others through their emotions. So they are cold, manipulative. So in the upright, they can be a great father, but in the reverse, we're talking passive-aggressive. They could be depressed, a lot of self-pity, not willing to listen to anyone who questions anything they do, who suggests even that perhaps, maybe, they could take a different approach. So there's just this sulky, angry, manipulative person. Possibly vengeful as well. I think we need to know something more about this King of Cups. Why are they here in your reading? Please clarify the King of Cups. All right, so it appears there's some connection between this Page of Swords, no, Knight of Swords, sorry, Knight of Swords and this King of Cups. Don't forget, there's no gender in tarot, so either of these people may be in male or female bodies. Okay, so the Four of Wands is your community, your family, your friends, the people that you have long-term relationships with. So a lot of stability, but for you, it's not so stable right now. Perhaps due to this connection to this King of Cups in reverse. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. This could be either the end of stagnation, or it could be that things have gotten really, really toxic. But I don't have the Tower here, so I'm leaning towards movement and a breaking up of a long-term relationship. And on top of that, we have this Ace of Wands, which it actually came out right after the King of Cups. So the beginning of something creative here for you. And it is divinely inspired. That's very interesting. Let's look back for a minute. All right, I think you get the protection message. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. You know, your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. All right, so whatever your creative breakthrough is, I suggest you follow it. And whatever the connection between you and this King of Cups in reverse, have faith that it will come around again, perhaps in a healthier form. And remember that you don't have any control over any person other than yourself. So all you can do is be your best self and let others be their best selves. Whatever that may look like, you have no control over that. And it would be inappropriate for you to try. All right, next up, we have the Gazelle person. All right, Gazelle person, I think we will go with the hang on. I'm going to ring my chimes again. Okay, we'll go with the White Sage Tarot, which is an emphasis on chakras, but I'm not going to be reading it that way. All right, Gazelle person, what message of support does the Time to Go card have for you? Oh, that was quick. All right, we have King of Pentacles in reverse. Once again, a court card in reverse. So once again, not a nice person. Definitely a tendency towards cruelty and selfishness. Emphasis on the material over anything else. So all about possessions. So also a very possessive person. So this is the kind of person who wants the flashy car and the fancy house and the fancy clothes. Both to impress other people. But just kind of a Scrooge McDuck kind of personality. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Wow. But there's a change of perspective, an opening of the heart, specifically the heart chakra, and, oh my gosh, Two of Pentacles change, and the Emperor. Wow, that's a big, big shift. Wow. That's like Christmas miracle kind of stuff here. Well, that would definitely explain why you got an ending, because everything is changing. But you have to remember that if this person isn't you, if this is someone else in your life, they're not going to be anything like what you expect. Because they have changed enormously. To go from a King of Pentacles in reverse to the Emperor. Oh, okay. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, the end of rest. The time of stillness is coming to an end. Okay. So, I revisited this for the other people, so I'll revisit it for you. It's essential meanings, endings, completion. Walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. Well, it looks like somebody did that. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. I think this is you. You're the Emperor. Wow. Okay. You have become someone very different, but perhaps much more true to who you always were. Well, congratulations. This is a very big leap you've made, a lot of work you've done. So you should definitely take a moment to look back and see how far you've come and be proud of yourself. Congratulations.